show is on. The Paula Show. Come on, one and all. I extend an invitation to the Paula Show. Join in the conversation. Transforming behavior, recognizing our Savior, overcoming hurdles, achieving dreams. Together we can succeed.
It's a beautiful night on the Paula Show. It's Children's Night, and I have a packed audience. Let me feel some love from you guys. Yes, they're on school vacation, and so we have them at the Paula Show. We'll be doing spelling, memorizing, a little bit of music, mathematics, social studies, and Embler Spencer, the curriculum officer from the Ministry of Education, is here with us. And she's going to help us to analyze the performances and to provide feedback on how we all can help our children to develop to their optimum performance. So, stay with us on the Paula Show. It's all about the children of Antigua and Barbuda. We'll be right back after this commercial break. On the Paula Show, it's all about the children of Antigua and Barbuda. I see so much potential in this audience. I see doctors, I see lawyers, I see farmers, I see teachers. Who would like to be a teacher in the future? We still have children who would like to be teachers. That's good for the Ministry of Education, right?
Excellent.
Do you know, guys, I was a teacher almost 30 years ago. I'm serious. I was a teacher almost 30 years ago. I taught primary school. It was one of the best experiences of my life. I have several in that category. But for me, I loved to interact with the children, and they loved me to pieces. Do you guys love me as well?
Yes.
No problem. So, Embler, here we are with a room of children, and obviously a lot of people watching via television. We are on Channel 2, CTV now. I just want to ask you this question. Do you think that children are conditioned by their life experiences?
Well, definitely that would have some bearing on who the child develops into, because we are a product of our environment, so to speak. And so, yes, we have to create the environment to breed the children that we want in society. So definitely our environment would impact greatly on who we become.
So you also believe that early childhood is a very important stage for brain development then?
Oh, it is. It is, and you know, there are tons of research, especially currently, showing that once a child is properly stimulated between 0 to 5, that child is prepared for learning and can excel. If that stimulation is not done within that window, then we can have children who will always have a gap or might be termed as slow. That's why we are so focused right now in ensuring that our children have access to early stimulation. As you know, the government has 3 preschool classrooms where we cater for children who are at risk. And we
Really?
Yes.
Where are they located?
Yes, we have 30 children at the Villa Primary School. We have a preschool classroom down there. We have 31 children at the Green Bay Primary School. We have a classroom in that primary school as well. And the Simon Boulevard, that's a standalone preschool that we also have.
I know the one at Simon Boulevard,
Yes.
but then I was wondering, where are the other pumpkins in Antigua? But they're actually within the
Yes,
primary school
yes.
setting. Okay.
Yes.
And talking about stimulation, That's exactly what we're doing on the Paula Show tonight. So we have some students here who are going to spell, some who are going to engage in social studies and, you know, just other performances here tonight. But little Mr. DeAndre Samuel is here with us, and he's a master at memorizing. I wish I could memorize like this child. I'm serious. I have so many things to think about. The mortgage, the college payment, you know, getting food on the table, doing the Paula Show, that sometimes I am so tired I cannot even remember my own name, okay? I can't even remember the birth dates of my children sometimes. Listen, sometimes I take them to the doctor, or we're completing a formal document, and they say, what are the birth dates of your children? I say, just a moment, please. Dial my husband. What's a baby's birthday again? What's a Reese's birthday? I sometimes forget. Is that a bad thing?
Yes.
Do you think your parents always remember your birthday?
Yes.
Do you always get gifts on your birthday?
Yes.
Well, some of you said no and some said yes, so I'm not the worst parent ever. I'm a nice parent. All right, DeAndre. So which school do you attend?
I attend the Grace Christian Academy School. I'm in grade 4.
Oh, you're preparing? That's almost common entrance, 5 and then 6.
6.
How old are you?
I am 9 years old.
Wow.
You're happy to be on the Paula Show tonight?
Yes.
So what are you going to be doing for us?
I'll be doing a memory verse and a performance on the guitar.
Oh, you need to stop. This is a serious professional guitar. And do you think music is important to children?
Very, very. Because we all enjoy music. You all enjoy music, don't you? Yes. Yes. If we include music as part of the tool for teaching, we found that children respond quicker and they're able to grasp the concepts that are being taught. Yes. And we have found with the autistic child, some of them respond quite favorably as well to music. So music is excellent. It's very important. And even for babies, while they are napping or just relaxing in the day, if you play soothing music, it helps to stimulate brain development as well.
Parents, you're hearing? Music helps to stimulate brain development. So I know your brain is very stimulated. So ladies and gentlemen, on set tonight at the Paula Show is Mr. DeAndre Samuel. Let us encourage him as he presents his poem to us tonight.
Proverbs 22 verses 5 to 12. Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward. He that does keep his soul shall be far from them. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is the servant to the lender. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fail. He that hath a bountiful eye shall be blessed, for he giveth of his bread to the poor. Cast out the scorners, and contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease. He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips, the king shall be his friend. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, and he overthroweth the words of the transgressors. Proverbs 22 verses 5 to 12.
Whoa, excellent. Whoa!
Listen! I can't do that. I tell you, I'm not able to memorize like this. I mean, what would cause him to be able to do that? He didn't even blink an eyelid.
Well, first to begin, it is definitely something he enjoys, isn't it? You enjoy it,
Yes. So.
Yes, he enjoys doing it, and that would assist. And I am sure he enjoyed the reward of persons always commenting on how excellent you are doing it. Isn't that so?
Yes.
Yes, and that of itself is
yes.
that of itself is a reward, and so that would cause him to want to do it more. And so when we see our children doing things that are positive, we need to pause and recognize them. We don't always have to hand them something, but recognize them with a word of encouragement, and you would notice they will repeat it.
Yes, a
So, yeah.
hug, a kiss, something. Okay, we know there were 9 planets. Pluto was downgraded. What are the planets?
Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
That is absolutely correct. And during my research, this is how you guys can memorize the planets. My very energetic mom just served us 9 pizzas. Oh, you know about that? Yes. I thought I was telling them something new, but they know everything on the PAULA Show. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Like me on Facebook, The PAULA Show. Send me an email at thepaulashowtv@gmail.com. The PAULA Show is broadcast via CTV on Channel 2 on Tuesday nights at 9. And on Sundays, if you miss it on Tuesday, there's a rebroadcast at 1 in the afternoon. And you may also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, The PAULA Show TV. Tonight, it's about showcasing the talents and the skills of our children in Antigua and Barbuda. Young Mr. DeAndre Samuels, he memorized for us, and we are still wondering what's going on with that child. I could not do it. Too many responsibilities. But encourage your children to be the best that they can possibly be. Tonight on set, it is just genius to the maximum. And so our next guest is Miss Athalia Andrew, and we'll be speaking with her about spelling. In the first instance, how do you spell Athalia?
Capital A-T-H-A-L-I-A.
And Andrew?
Capital A-N-D-R-E-W.
Okay, my name is Paula C. Emily. Capital P-A-U-L-A. All right, let's talk about spelling. What's so special about spelling? Do you like spelling more than you like math?
Yes.
Me too. Actually, I love English and I love reading. What's your favorite subject?
I don't know. I think when I was going to school, I enjoyed math and science a whole lot.
Math and science?
Yes.
Listen, I like maths and science too, but not as much as I like reading and spelling. So I'm in your corner, girl. Yes. I love spelling. So what's the longest word you can spell? Mississippi? You're not sure?
No.
All right, let's go to homonyms. What are homonyms?
Homonyms are words that sound the same but does not have the same meaning.
Teachers, that's true? Homonyms are words that sound the same but are spelled differently. And they don't have the same meaning. Did I say it correctly? That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
So give us an example of a homonym.
Cereal and cereal.
How do you spell? So that's a cereal that you eat.
Yes.
How do you spell that one?
C-E-R-E-A-L.
And what's the other one?
S-E-R-I-A-L.
Oh, it's like a serial killer. I'm sorry, that's the only thing that came to my mind. Okay, you teachers, can you use another example? But the teacher said that's what came to her mind as well. I'm sorry. You see how our environment.
Yes, affect.
Yes, because that's what I remembered quickly. Anybody can give me another homonym? Okay, my friend here in the jacket, you're looking so nice tonight in your suit. Give me an example of a homonym, son.
Peace and peace.
Peace and peace and peace? Okay, spell first, please.
P-I-E-C-E and P-E-A-C-E.
Nice. Thank you very much. Let's clap for them on. You're getting some help from the audience, you notice? And you said you want to be a teacher. So this is how teachers behave, okay?
Yes.
You ask everyone to participate. What about synonyms?
Synonyms are words that. Hui.
She says, "Oi." Okay, teachers.
I think synonyms are words that do not sound the same, but I think they have the same meaning.
Is that correct? They do not sound the same, but they have the same meaning.
Similar meanings.
Similar meanings. So tell us, like.
Chronic.
Chronic.
Wait. Continuous and.
Why don't you use a smaller word?
Okay.
Continuous.
Okay.
So they're not spelled the same, but they have the same meaning. What about rough and coarse? Something like rough and coarse? That can work, rough and coarse?
What does coarse mean?
Coarse, rough. They mean the same. Anybody from the audience wants to help us? Okay. We will go to our friend with the bow tie here. Give us a meaning of a synonym.
Make and create.
Yes.
Oh, I think that is absolutely beautiful. Nice. Make and create. I would never think of that, my child. Anybody else has another one? We have Leah on set with us tonight, and she wants to share synonyms with us. Leah, would you stand, please? Tell me, what are your synonyms?
Beautiful and gorgeous.
Oh, Leah must be speaking about me. Do you think Leah is speaking about me? If so, clap. Thank you very much, Leah. We are having a wonderful time on the PAULA Show tonight. These young ones are full of energy and they are brilliant as well. We are going to continue in our next segment with math and social studies. And remember, Mr. DeAndre Samuel is going to return and he's going to be playing us music on the guitar. And as Miss Embler Spencer says, we ought to celebrate the greatness of our children. We'll be right back. Stay with us, please. Celebrating the skills of our children in Antigua and Barbuda on set tonight at the PAULA Show. And Mrs. Embler Spencer, the curriculum officer at the Ministry of Education, is here offering support. Are you enjoying yourself thus far?
Oh, very much so.
I
Excellent.
notice you're easier on them than I am. Is there a reason for that?
No, I think children must enjoy success. And since I am not sure exactly where they fall and the curriculum that they are familiar with, I would give them things that I think they should be able to handle. Yeah.
Do you guys think I'm mean? No. Because
yeah.
I really don't think that way. I think you ought to pressure people into expanding the brain. And if you don't know, you're supposed to sit here and try to figure things out. Is that a bad thing, teachers?
Yes.
You think it's a bad thing?
Yes. You see, you cannot, that would frustrate. And if you frustrate, they call shutdown. You want to challenge, but not frustrate. Yeah?
But I thought I was challenging. Am I frustrating you guys?
No. They love you.
Okay, I hope we don't frustrate you. Now, you said you really like social studies.
Yes, ma'am.
Most times?
Sometimes.
Well, I have something to ask you that I think that someone, who loves social studies should know. Tell me, how many of the 7 wonders of the world do you know? Do you know all? No? Tell me the few that you know.
I know the, let's see.
I'll help you. The Taj Mahal in India. Okay, I'll tell you. Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro. Where's that? That's in Brazil. And then there's one called Machu Picchu in Peru. Okay, you know this one. The Great Wall of
China.
Very good. And there's one called Petra in Jordan. And then you have the Chichen Itza at the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. You should know this one. Roman Colosseum in Rome,
Italy.
Italy. Brilliant. A round of applause for her. Okay. That was the 7 wonders. You can see that information online. When you guys go to Facebook or you use the internet, don't only use it to socialize. You need to use it to garner information, okay? Tell me a little bit about social studies in the Caribbean. Where can we find the Harrison's Cave?
We can find the Harrison's Cave in Barbados.
Charlotte Amalie is the capital of?
St. Thomas.
Kingstown is the capital of?
St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Oh, she's showing off now. I would say St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Hello? Okay, Castries is the capital of?
St. Lucia.
And the Blue Mountains are located?
Jamaica.
Oh, are you impressed?
Yeah.
Well, clap. All right. She says she's a social studies whiz. I'm taking her to the deserts of the world. Dessert is what you eat after your meal, right? Dinner. You have dessert. Tell me some examples of dessert. Cake and ice cream. Chicken? I think chicken would constitute the main course. But you guys were going good so far. And Fred's Ice Cream in Redcliffe Key is the sponsor of the PAULA Show. So make sure you get your ice cream there. So we're going to deserts in the world. I am saying the Gobi Desert. You're saying?
Kalahari Desert.
Oh, she is not doing this. She's making me feel so badly. And Embler, you're saying?
Sahara.
Everybody goes to the Sahara, right? Arabian. And there's also the Mojave Desert in the United States. And for the seas, where are you taking us?
I'm taking us to the...
I'm going to the Mediterranean Sea. Embler?
Caribbean.
She's always going to the easier ones, right? My dear child, there's the Bering Sea and the South China Sea and some other seas. Okay, oceans. We're giving you first pick. Which one?
Indian Ocean.
Pacific.
Atlantic. She's gone all the way to the Indian Ocean. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Let's just name a few states in the USA. We all love America, right? And let me tell you all my favorite states. Can you guess? Excuse me? Excuse me? Kentucky? I've never even been. Who said New York? That person deserves a prize. New York, the Big Apple, is my favorite state. Do I have anyone here who loves New York as well? Everybody? Wow. Okay. Where are you taking us, my child?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Listen, this girl is showing off. Hawaii. Where are you going now?
I wonder myself.
Embler, I am in New York, I'm in Baltimore, Indiana, Ohio, Washington, D.C. Who said Miami? I don't like Miami. It's
Okay, I'm with that person. Miami.
It's too hot. It's too hot.
We don't
in
need to
Florida.
buy extra clothes.
It's too hot. It's too hot. Where else are you taking us in the U.S.?
California.
What's up with you and all these tropical places? You don't like snow? Well, it seems not. Okay, Embler. Now that she's done all that in social studies and has impressed us, why is it important for children to know all this? I mean, Caribbean people seem to know everything about the world.
And that is true. And the whole idea is to give yourself a rounded person. If you just fixated on one particular subject area, then you tend to be very narrow and you're not able to transfer information. So that she's going to take that same information and she's going to be able to transfer it to language, for example, and be able to write excellent essays.
Right.
So that you need a holistic, so you get a whole view of life, not just a narrow.
Just the Caribbean.
Yes.
Yeah.
And while the Caribbean is beautiful,
Beautiful.
and we are not going to downplay that at all, it helps us though to see beyond and
Yes.
see something different.
Yes.
So it is good for that rounded development and that rounded person that we want to create, because we know that the world has become pretty small.
Yes.
And the Caribbean is not going to sustain all of our genius.
Yes.
Some of them will have to go outside, and we know that our students, when they hit the international,
Oh,
we
yes.
pull in the grades,
Yes,
don't
they-
we?
they
Yes,
impress, they
yes.
So, little Miss Joelle Ambrose, our social studies whiz, thank you very much for being on set with us on the Paula Show. It was that simple. Is there anything you want to say about social studies? Now, suppose there's someone in the audience who doesn't particularly like social studies. How can you encourage that child?
I'll say that you get to know more about the places inside the world and the history behind it.
Yes. That's it. We are happy for your participation in the Paula Show tonight. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Coming up on set at the Paula Show, we have our math whiz, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.